Hey everyone. I kind of thought I'd get my thoughts on something that a lot of people are talking about. The Hardys came back at WrestleMania. A lot of people predicted Matt and Jeff to make an appearance, maybe with the New Day, have a segment or something, but no, it was the New Day that basically introduced the return of the Hardys after teasing that they might add themselves to the tag team ladder match. Now, with that said, there's one thing that has stuck out to a lot of people since Matt and Jeff came back, and that is they noticed that there is a significant difference. And that significant difference is the fact that Matt and Jeff are not using the broken gimmick, or at least not to its full potential that we have seen it be used to. Well, not to its full potential, I should say, that we've seen it be used. We've seen it been used to before. Because we saw with Impact Wrestling, TNA, Ring of Honor, all the independents that they've gone to, that they have used the gimmick to its full potential. And it seems that upon the return to WWE, that WWE, they know about the broken gimmick. They wouldn't have Michael Cole reference it, if you will, as soon as the Hardys came out at Mania. So WWE knows about it. But here's the problem. What we're getting as fans is a watered down hybrid version of the broken gimmick. Let me explain. You see, we're getting basically a hybrid of what the mainstream, worldwide audience knew of the Hardys. From a WWE standpoint. But we're also getting a bit of that brokenness that the hardcore fans, the Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, the independent fans knew about. So, by getting that, it seems to be a little disappointing. In fact, you had Rebby Sky, answer fans and say, hey, don't ask me why they're not doing it, ask the WWE. So, to me, it's not the fact that WWE, as Joe Cronin said in his little audio there, it's not the fact that WWE doesn't give a damn about, or doesn't care about the gimmick. It's more along the fact that they know about it, but right now they can't really use it, or they can't allow the Hardys to use it, or even do something with it in any kind of way. Because of the legal lawsuit between Impact Wrestling and the Hardys going on as we speak. Matt and Jeff are going to be on the road a lot now, but I'm sure they're going to be given time to fight this lawsuit. And when I first talked about the Hardys, if the Hardys should go back to WWE, I said basically that I didn't think it would be the best idea, because I felt that even if they went back and they were able to use the broken gimmick, that WWE would dilute it, or WWE would just be done with it right off the bat. Like, you could have them show up like they did at Mania, do the broken thing, become the tag champs, and then the next night maybe confront Vince McMahon or Stephanie McMahon if she was there, and then you end up having someone, mostly probably Stephanie, tell them to knock it off. This isn't some indie show anymore, and you're not some cartoon character. and you ain't no cartoon characters. So that's what I felt and feared would happen. And it still could have. But I think by WWE not and like I said, it still could have, but by WWE allowing just the fans and allowing little remnants here and there to pop up, courtesy of Matt and Jeff, it's almost like WWE wants to try to go for it someday, but right now it's impossible. Right now the legal issue with Impact Wrestling is preventing Matt and Jeff from doing it. Someone lost some tropical freeze-up Kool-Aid pops. Anyway, like I said, it's like to me, it's not the fact that WWE probably wouldn't allow it to happen. It's more along the lines that they can't really do anything except allow the fans to do delete, obsolete, allow little remnants to show up here and there. Like, you know, you could have Matt do the gesture all the time and fans will know what that is. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I think we have to give WWE credit for at least. And maybe even the Hardys credit for at least. It's like I said in my review. And it's like I said in my reaction video. When was the last time you heard of any wrestler, superstar, male or female, any team, any tag team whatsoever? When is the last time you've heard of that individual, male or female, that team winning one company's major championship and then not even less than 6 months later, they win the other major companies? Or within 6 months, when was the last time you've heard of a superstar, male or female, or a tag team of any kind, going from winning one major promotion's world tag team titles, and within the span of 6 months, they have won all 3 major world tag team titles as far as the top 3 major companies of professional wrestling out there are concerned? When was the last time that's happened? Never. No other tag team has ever done that. Nobody. You know, not the Dudleys, not the Legion of Doom, not Edge and Christian, nobody. As far as I know, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but no other tag team, no other male or female individual superstar has ever done that, as far as I know. And again, this is where whether WWE admits it or not, acknowledges it or not, whether Matt and Jeff acknowledge it or not, this is where you got to give them credit. Because in a sense, by Matt and Jeff winning the Raw Tag Team titles a mere 24 hours after dropping the Ring of Honor World Tag Team titles, in a sense, it brings this gold expedition story arc, this expedition of gold story arc of Matt and Jeff's, of the Broken Hardys, full circle. When you think about it, it brings it full circle. And as much as we would love to see the Hardys in the Broken Gimmick, in Broken Universe, in WWE in some shape, form, or fashion, right now, until the legal issues are taken care of, that's not behind the scenes between them and Impact Wrestling, them and Anthem, it's not going to happen. It's not really going to happen at all. It's not going to happen, and to me, that might be a good thing right now, because when you have Matt Hardy go on Twitter, and sort of in a hybrid of both the Matt Hardy of the Matt Hardy of old, WWE, and the broken Matt that we now know, at least he's acknowledging in his own way why the broken gimmick can't be used. He's acknowledging, in a sense, that things have come full circle, that their goal from the very beginning was to win every tag team championship in front of them that they considered important. They considered world tag team title championships. Even if they were independent or not, they would end up winning them. And like I said, when is the last time that has happened? That a storyline starts in one company and in a subtle way, if not a major way, concludes in another. I can't recall. But maybe that's why Matt said what he did. Not just for the fact that legally right now they can't do anything about the broken gimmick due to the lawsuit, but maybe in a sense by him saying it has contained his condition for the time being, if it can be contained, due to the fact that they have gone on and done something no other tag team has ever done. They have won all 3 major world tag team titles within the span of 6 months. The TNA Impact Wrestling World Tag Team titles, the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles, and now the WWE Raw Tag Team titles, the WWE World Tag Team titles, whatever you want to call them. Now you might say, it's not necessarily true, Brian, because they still have to win the SmackDown Tag Team titles, and that is a fact, but that may not be the case. Because even though they have won the Raw Tag Team titles, the Raw Tag Team titles are still looked at as the definitive tag team championships of WWE and nothing else. So to me, the Hardys, in a storyline sense, have already accomplished their goal. Now, do I think the broken gimmick is going to make a debut or make an appearance in WWE in some shape, form, or fashion? Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I truly believe it's going to. But the only way it's going to happen is if this lawsuit goes in the favor of Matt and Jeff. But here's another reason why we're getting a hybrid right now. One thing a lot of people have noted is Matt and Reby have filed for trademark, they've registered for trademark when it comes to the broken gimmick in the broken universe. Now WWE might still allow them to use it, but there's a chance that the reason we're only getting a hybrid, perhaps, or a watered down hybrid version, is because WWE, as some people say, has said, wants to own anything as a part of their company. They want to own anything associated with their company. So to me, I think honestly WWE would like to have the broken gimmick, but only if they own the rights to it, or at least, as Impact Wrestling would want, they get a percentage, a huge percentage of the merchandise that comes with it. I know that people like Joe Cronin and other fans out there are not happy, neither am I. But I look at it this way. We're still getting a bit of the broken gimmick just not on the level that it was in TNA, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, or even on the independents. And speaking of Ring of Honor, I think that's where you have to kind of start thinking, this is where the whole downgrade, the whole subtlety to the broken gimmick began. The whole watering it down, cooling it down for a while began. Because when you think about it, Matt, when you think about it, this whole legal issue with Impact Wrestling didn't start or didn't really take off until the Hardys were appearing in Ring of Honor, using the broken gimmick. That's when this all began. Impact Wrestling didn't want any acknowledgement by any of the companies of the broken gimmick. They threatened cable companies, remember? So when you think about it, this whole downplay of the broken universe, the whole downplay of the broken gimmick, as far as the Hardys were concerned, all started at Ring of Honor. Which is why now there's no way the WWE can let them use it fully. Even if WWE doesn't want any part of it, they can't allow them to use it fully due to the fact that there could be legal issues. And until these legal issues are settled, I think all we're going to get is a watered down hybrid version of the broken universe, of the broken gimmick. Now, if Matt and Jeff go to SmackDown, there's a strong possibility that you could see more of the broken gimmick show up there, but in little doses here and there if they end up on SmackDown Live. But even if that's the case, it may not be the way you want. So, in closing, my thoughts are this. Matt and Jeff are still, Matt and Jeff, mostly Matt, are still trying to use the broken gimmick, are still trying to at least acknowledge it to us, fans, in some shape or form. And either the lawsuits or the big suits in this legal battle, they care about it or they don't. If the Hardys have to tone it down, the fans are not going to. It's guaranteed. So to me, I look at it like this. At least we should be happy we're getting some remnants, some kind of acknowledgement in reference to the broken gimmick. Because if WWE wanted to, they could have called Matt up and said, yeah, before you make your return, can you dye that blonde streak in your hair back to black? They could have had him dye the blonde streak or the blonde part that he has in his hair back to black. And that could have really told the fans that WWE doesn't care or doesn't want no part of it, but they didn't. Because you see, WWE wants a part of that brand, or wants a part of the broken gimmick. They want a part of the broken universe, but the thing is, right now, due to legal situations, it's not happening. So all they can do, maybe in collaboration with Matt, maybe in an agreement with Matt, all they can really do is say, hey, look, let's give the fans something. Let's give them, even if it's watered down, let's give them a hybrid of the Hardys that we know of the WWE Hardys and the broken Hardys. Let's give them a hybrid. And I think right now that's the best they can do. And as much as we may not like it, hey, at least it's something. So those are just my thoughts. on the Hardys in WWE, and the Hardys return to WWE, and as far as them using the broken gimmick. But I do believe once it's all settled and things go in the favor of Matt and Rebby, we'll be seeing a lot more of them legally. I got a feeling we'll see a lot more of the broken gimmick before you know it. So that's all I'm going to say, folks. Let me know what you think down below. Comment if you like, and I'll talk to y'all later.